Well, good morning. Perfect spring day. I think they say it's going to be 24, 25. So this is my first ride in a couple of weeks, at least in the real world. In the YouTube world, it'll be a week. So I wasn't too sure if I was going to ride this weekend. And then KTM 500 Craig contacted me late in the week and decided to come out and do just a local ride. So I think today we're just gonna sort of the standard Wombat Lerderderg area, Cheddle, XL, Toe Rag, maybe head across towards Basalt. I mentioned in a vlog a couple of weeks back there was some tracks I thought some of the other boys might be interested in out on the Welcome Gully track. So since we're out today, we'll head out there. So it does get on the blue gum. There's Craig throwing up fucking gravel. So first time I rode with Craig, he had his MT450 and we went out to Mount Terrible, and I was riding behind him and there was just this really strange smell coming from his bike, and I thought, oh, it's unusual, but you know, it was a fairly brand new MT450. And I spoke to Craig, and Craig's a big fan of castor oil in his fuel. So even though, you know, I guess technology-wise it's not needed, for Craig it brings back some of those childhood memories of motorbikes and speedway that he used to share with his dad. So from what I know, Craig puts about a tablespoon of castor oil in his bike, and he loves every minute of it. And I think it's that part about, you know, as you get older, you know, you want to relive some of those memories of a child, all of the times that you had with your family and friends, and if castor oil is, you know, what brings back those memories and happy days, I guess. Yeah, here we go. And we've just got castor oil and kangaroos. Oh, oh. A bit like my riding at the moment. Just come on to XL Link track. Did this a couple of weeks back and it was a little bit wet, a bit muddy. Had to slow down at a big puddle that's just up here. So over the last week there's only been a couple of small showers, so most things should be fairly dry. Slight change of plans. Turn left onto Borden's Road, and slowly but surely this will make its way through to Allen's Creek Road or Lagoon Road, depending on whether you go left or right at a couple of intersections. So last time I was on Borden Road, where I had to cross the little creek, I ended up on my arse and on my back and knee deep in stinky mud. I can assume that the creek hasn't changed. We'll see what Craig thinks of a shitty creek crossing. So this is wet and it's deep. So last time the front wheel or the rear wheel washed out over there, and I ended up coming off sideways. So I'm going to be wise and walk the front and the back in, because it drops down real quick and it's real deep. Oh, there's a hole. Oh, slippery. Then we'll see if we get Craig coming through. Might have been easier coming through that line, but I don't know how deep that line is.
Walking a bike across.
It's a bit deep in spots and a bit slippery. This is Yankee Mine Track. As I've mentioned, kind of standard run to the coffee shop. Yankee Mine Track, Old Ashbourne Road. Glad I wasn't too close behind on that one. I was talking earlier about Craig and the castor oil, and it's these things right behind Craig and the puddle splashing that brings back memories of when me and a mate of mine were riding out here when we were 18. You know, each one trying to get the other with the water splashing out of the puddles. It's interesting, you know, as you get older, you reminisce about those days when you were younger, you know, and how fun it was and how simple life was. And then, you know, at 58, geez, you know, that's 58 years since. Sorry, it's 50 years since I was riding out here with a mate. Came up Ludadoog, currently on tow rag. Said to Craig, you can take the lead, but to just keep in mind, it's still fucking slippery. But he's an adult. Well, not sure any of us are adults if we continue to do this for a hobby. I was about to comment, you can see how slippery it is by watching the back of the 500, and then the back of Doozer went out. What was I saying? It's still slippery. So I've crossed Specimen Hill Road. Now on, I think it's Balato track. You're right behind someone and then you follow their line, and I knew that was deep, and normally I go off to the side, but you know, the blinders are on. Just taking someone else's lead. This is Suckling Lane. So we're going to make our way down Batson's and then across the post office and then make our way through to the farm. So I'm not sure when I'll get this vlog uploaded, but the one previous to this was the Dr. Doozer vlog. And I was on Batson's, I think, made a comment about hoping to have annual leave. So a couple of days ago I put in for 6 weeks. Had a meeting with my boss yesterday, and he's quite happy for me to take 6 weeks, and was a little bit surprised that it had been over 3 years since I last had any significant leave. So got the approval yesterday. Came about quicker than I thought, and it's later in the year than I had wanted. Talking right. It's later in the year than I had wanted. Had hoped to have time off in July and do Cape York while the weather was good. So now I'm going to do Cape York when the weather's hotter. So today is Saturday. I start my leave on the 9th and hope to head to Cape York either the 9th or the 10th. Like most of my rides, have no real plan. Get the 701, basically get the luggage on. Still got to go. This is leaving things really late. Gonna have a couple of days to go and buy a tent, sleeper bag, sleeper mat. So if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be fully aware I don't plan a lot. Part of that is take some of the adventure out of it. So I'll go back to what I was talking about. Cape York, no plan. Just thinking that weather-wise it may not be the smartest thing to do. Anyway, bucket list. Stand on the tip of Australia and that part. So off the main road, this is called Welcome Track. On some of the maps, it's down as Welcome Gully. Different name, same place. Second time round can do this a little bit faster, but still not familiar enough with it to go faster. So straight ahead, if you saw my last vlog, or one of my last, takes out onto Basalt Road.
Yeah, well, that was alright.
Oh, big wheel stand up the hill from Craig. Probably won't see it on the camera. Carroll's Lane, back onto the Castlemaine Dalesford Road, I think. Blue Tree. I said it last time I was here. A good reminder that if things aren't going great, there's always someone to talk to. We've come across past Mount Franklin. A couple of false starts. I'm trying to go by memory. I was following Ian from AusADV Rider when we did this track. This is Sawpit Track, Sawpit Gully, something like that. So I'm just going to follow this for a bit and try and retrace some of the steps, some of the tracks that Matt, Ian and I did a number of months back. Into a rocky climb. I was on Sven when I did this and made a comment about having 22 psi in the tyres. And I'm not running 22, but it's still rough. So when I did the ride with Ian and Matt, it was about that intersection of Grand Gully track that I made a comment about having someone else's knowledge, which opens up tracks for yourself, or when you get out with others. So from coming across from Mount Franklin, it was a bit of a guessing game, because when you ride with someone, you just follow them. You don't kind of pay attention to where you're going. And you don't sort of look out for those reference points. Oh, here we are. So this is up and down track. And as I was saying, up on the right there's a track that goes off to the side, but I'm not 100% sure which one it is. Turned off up and down track onto A track. I don't know if it's the one I was looking for, but it's A track. It'll take us somewhere. This is it. I remember stopping somewhere here and going up a hill or two. Not sure if it was the spring vlog or the Dr. Doozer vlog when I did up and down, and I made a comment that it was a pretty boring bit of track, and that this East 41, East 45 or whatever this track is called had a bit more variety, and as you can see, much more fun. This will take us through to the chimney. And there's the view I was talking about. our way through to Malmesbury, grab a drink and a bite to eat. I made a very similar comment when I was out here with Matt and Ian, was that there is no real unicorn bike. But what's good in the dirt and on the tracks, you still have to do those road kilometres. Stopped in Malmesbury for a break. A few asphalt kilometres down to Woodend, and then from Woodend we'll make our way back through to Wombat, Finger Post, Firth, in that area. Off the asphalt, through Woodend, now making our way back into Wombat, Lutterderg. Make our way across to Firth Road, then to Blue Gum, and then back home. So we're cutting across to Firth Road, currently on Campaspe Road. Got another 25k of dirt, maybe another 15 of asphalt. I'm guessing this will be the end of today's vlog. Been out for, I don't know, 6 hours or more. Been a great day out, great weather. I'd like to thank Craig for kind of phoning me or messaging me to come out for a ride. As I said to Craig earlier, that kind of had no intention to ride because just got shit going on, but you know, it was good. It was good to get out, good to ride with somebody. Just makes it a little bit more fun. So cheers, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get this uploaded before my holidays. If I don't, then I'll be in touch with some YouTube shorts.